Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, right? Whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah. So yesterday just we had an introductory session, right? We had a so I was just briefing like why Python. So just I'll take 5 minutes what we have discussed in the last day session, right? So Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. That's the reason we call it as general purpose programming. Multi-programming features, what all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features we see in Python, like that's the reason we call Python is a hybrid language. It's a high-level language, easily understandable, portable, and can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Interpreted language. Python is an interpretation language and user-friendly programming language. It is a user-friendly programming. Yes. So general purpose programming, multi-programming features it has got. It's high-level language and interpretation language, statement by statement execution, right? And user-friendly or programmer-friendly, which provides simple syntaxes, right? Which look like normal English statements. Okay, so just observe this. Two types of languages, low-level and high-level languages. Low-level languages like assembly level language or machine level languages, right? They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. See, they cannot be, the code cannot be carried from one system to another system. They are not portable. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. And they are not human understandable, right? Yes. Right. So, but high level language like Python, right, looks like normal English statements. They are human understandable, they are portable, and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Python has got a procedural oriented programming features like C language, has got like object oriented programming features like C++, Java, has got like scripting features like shell script, has got like modular programming features like modular 3, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environment. Okay. So two major programming languages, Python and Java. But the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, you cannot write a Java program or application. But using Python, we can use any of these features. And Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries, writing automation scripts, and thousands of model Python has got for different environments. For data science, separate modules, Python modules are provided. For even for big data, separate modules. For testing, separate module. For networking, for operating system, for each and every database, separate modules Python is providing. For MySQL, for SQLs, for server, for Oracle, For each and every database, separate module. For each and every file format, Python is providing a separate module using which we data into this. Mathematical operations, for statistical operations, generating graphs. Any types of graphs we can generate by using Python. In today's session, I'll be showing you how simple generating graphs in Python with some examples, right? And what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. Python mostly used in developing web applications today. The rapid speed you can develop web application using these frameworks like Django. It has got many flexible features. It has got its own database. Has okay. Automation applications using technologies like data science, IoT, and DevOps. So if you talk about this machine learning, deep learning, right? All the techniques, machine learning, deep learning techniques to implement or to code, we require a language. Python is the mostly chosen, mostly used programming for that. Even for writing automation scripts in this IoT, DevOps, robotics, right? Python is mostly preferred even for big data, for huge data storage and processing. Currently, we have got big data tools like Hadoop, Spark, very high speed processing, right? Implemented by Python, PySpark, we say. Even for scientific, we've got CP, scientific Python. For analysis, we've got NumPy, numerical Python. For graphical user interface like TK Inter, PyQt. For development, we have got Python providing separate frameworks for developing single user online games like frameworks like Pygame, PyQuara, and 3D rendering library like PySci for 3D games, for testing or for cases, for scheduling tasks, for software development, Python is preferred. For business applications, for e-commerce website, Python is one of the best choice. For database applications, there is no web application without a database. You can connect with any database. For networking applications, Twisted Python. The framework of Python given by for network applications or for network programming. For web scrapping data from different sites like URL. What are some of these examples for this? Embedded applications. The most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. CAD applications are 3D CAD applications, right? CAD are 3D CAD applications, right? And audio and video applications. There are many audio and video applications developed today by using Python. Computer weakness detection, for object detection, color detection, for these kind of projects, right? Python is preferred. For data analysis, for robotics, for desktop applications, single user console applications, right? Python is preferred. So the companies use Python, robotics built using Python, Google using Python for its web search system, Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for video sharing service, Facebook using Python, Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram for choosing Python is Python hybrid features. By using Python is research and development activities. Uber price implemented using Python and machine learning. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox, they are built using Python. Netflix using Python for its security automation and kind of subscription related things, right? Yes. Massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python. Hardware testing companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they are using Python for hardware testing purposes. We have discussed in this session. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. It was introduced in 89. Why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom? Suddenly why it is super popular means very less coding, not even 1/4 coding as compared with the programming languages. Simple syntax given by Python as compared with other programming languages. Interactive mode, we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it uses respect. Multi-programming features. We see in different means, all those features we see in Python. Wide varieties of applications, right? Like just now I discussed a lot of applications, right? Types of automation applications, web applications, animation, network applications. Many built-in libraries, 89,300 inbuilt modules for different environments, right? So these are the reasons which makes it super popular, right? And raise discussion, right? So Python comparison programming language. Python compared with the programming language. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. Can just compare how simple the Python statements as compared with the programming. If non-programming, zero programming, you can just check, right? How simple the Python statements. 100% you'll be understanding, right? What are the Python statements as compared with, but not even 1/4 coding I'm saying as compared with other programmings, right? So a task accepting two values from the user keyboard, and performing addition. Right? Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. First, I'll write using Java. Right? Later, I'll write using Python. So if you have got knowledge on Java, right, you can just check with this following code. Import type.star class sample. Public static void main. Input stream reader. A new input stream reader. Input stream reader. New input stream reader. Buffer reader. System.out.println. Enter the first number. Whatever number you are entering, right? Taken a string format. By default, whatever number you are entering by default are taken as string. Now I need to convert to into integer by saying integer.parseInt. Integer.parseInt. System.out.println, enter the first number, br.readline, integer.parseInt, say these three lines, right? Again, I'll say for enter the second number. Finally saying system.out.println I plus j. You can also use scanner classes for this. So I'm closing this, closing this. I'll just take 2 minutes in showing the execution in both Python and Java. Just this is the code. I'm copying this to a separate notepad. Yes. I'm saving it. I'm creating a separate folder for this batch within the C drive. Python 9 p.m. batch. Within this Python 9 p.m. batch. Sample.java. I'm saving it as sample.java. Save it. Now go to the command prompt. So here cd slash come out of this existing path, cd change your directory to this Python 9 p.m. batch where I'll be saving all my program codes. Now Java C. If any errors are there, it will display the errors here. If no errors, we can execute the code. So yes. So here br.readline L capital L capital L in uppercase readline string aux here s also in this thing string aux s also should be in uppercase. Now again re-execute. Only they should be in upper cases. Re-execute. Read line. It's not saved. br.read line. Read line. br.read line. Yes. Now there are no errors, right? Now say Java sample. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is what? 30. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is 30. Okay, I don't know how many of you understood this code, right? Yes, it looks little complex to understand, right? This one, in every statement, you got some complex word. What is class? What is public static requirement? What is IO exception? What is input stream reader? What is buffer reader? What is read line? What is parse int? So in every statement, you got some complex word. And that too, you can see that code in 12 lines, 10 to 12 lines of code, right? Okay. The same task I'll implement in Python, not more than 3 lines. That too with simple statements like normal English statements, but directly I'll open this Python shell and write the code in that. In the next class, I'll be showing you the installation of Python, downloading, installing the executions, right? But now check this. Just I want X value, Y value I want. Using input function, you will be inputting the value of X, enter value of X. Okay, try to input the value for X and try to input the value for Y. No need of all the unnecessary statements as we see in Java. Print x plus y, enter x value, y value, print x plus y. That's it. This is the code in Python. For the task, what we have seen in Java, right? Lot of words people from zero programming or non-programming, if you see that code, it's not understandable. Here it's easily understandable what happening in each statement. In the first line, you are entering the value of x. Whatever value you are entering, that is stored in x. Y, enter value of y, it will be stored in the y. Print x plus y. Okay. This is I'm storing in this Python 9 p.m. batch, right? Test1.py, any name with .py extension, right? But here also in Python, just like Java, whatever you are entering taken as a string, we need to convert into integer by saying int. Keep this in the int. Later I discuss about this typecasting, but as of now, this entire thing is. But in Java, we say integer.parseInt, but here just to say int. Before assigning to x, convert into integer and assign. Convert into integer and assign, right? Yes. Run this, run module. Enter value of x 10, enter value of y 20, sum is 30. Simple coding, right, in Python. Easily understandable. There's no complex word here. One more example to make you understand it. Observe, for example, I'm taking some group of values 30, 10, 40, 20, 50. Print this x as it is. So think that you're today like some 100 transactions happened, you are storing as part of this list. This square bracket means we say it as list. You want to know the total revenue generated for these 100 transactions, which is the max transaction in that, which is the min transaction in that, total number of transactions. To count that, print len of x. Len of x means it length of that number of x. Print, you know the max one. Just to say max of x, which is the max element in this 50 things. Even if you got 100 elements also, which is the max. But min of x, no need to write any code like other programming. If you want the total revenue, or if you want the total sum of this 30 plus 10 plus 20 plus 50, print the sum of x. It's what test to p. Print all this in the particular these output ones. Yes, sorry. Run this. You can see the number of elements max. Sum of all these values 150. Sum of all these values 150. I want to arrange all the elements in ascending order. Arranging all the elements in ascending order. Check it. You got in ascending. Check it whether you got in ascending or not. If you want in descending order, there is no separate functionality, but same thing sorted of x, but you will get in ascending. If you want in descending, by default, you get the output in ascending. The ascending, you reverse it. You will get in descending order. You reverse it to true. You got in ascending, the ascending. Yes, sir. Vijay, right? Can we write the Python code in the notepad? Yes. Thus, we can write within the notepad and you can execute. Yes, we can create a .py file and create and execute. In the next class, I'll be discussing different ways of executing Python statements.
Okay.
Using IDs, using editors, you can, using IDs, you can.
Purely notepad, right?
What is it? Notepad also. Notepad also, you can create a .py and you can execute.
Now I'm saying you are using notepad only, right?
This is not Notepad. In Notepad is run like this.
Okay. So this is one.
This Python given ID. When
Okay.
you Python, you will get this thing, right?
Okay. Okay. Right.
So where you can run here itself and you can execute here itself. But
Okay.
Notepad is not a Python related, right? It's a normal text editor.
Okay.
So here you can see this ascending. If you get it, check it. You got in descending. Is my voice too low? Can anyone please confirm once?
It is okay. I think it's okay. I think.
Fine. So if I add new element to this, if I want to add a new element to this, right? X dot, I want to append a new element. I want to append a new element to 60. Yes. Yeah, I added this a new 60 added. Like normal English statements only, right? Some mean new elements got added. We want to remove an element of 40 from this. From the X list, I want to remove which element? 40. That's it. 40 gets removed directly. In this way, many functions are there. Inbuilt modules, inbuilt functions given by Python. Thousands of modules of functions Python is providing. So 40 goes right. Yes. To see the importance of modules in Python, I'll say one commonly. You want to see what is math module? DI of math is DI of math. This is all the area of math. Run module. All these properties of math. Pi, power, proteins, right? Mod f, sine, square root, tan. There's a variable like pi. I want to print math. In the math, there's a variable like pi. In the math module, there is a variable like e. You want to print values. Math dot pi, math dot e, right? It's run module. 3.4, 2.71, right? Yes. Example, there is a function here. You don't know how to use it, how to work with the particular functionality. I want help. So in Python, just int function, you want help function. Math dot. Within the math, you want help on this. Python gives you the general format. It is going to help you with syntax. Help on build root in the module. Click to the root. Provide value. Click on the square root of. Is going to return the square root of the. It is saying provide value. Math dot sqrt. Provide one value 60. One value it returns the square root of. What is the square root of 60? Yeah. One second. Just a second. Similarly, just like the function we've got help function that's going to help with the syntaxes. Here function like POW. You know to use this POW. Powerful. Upon math dot POW, right? Yes. This POW help on built-in POW in the module math. POW it is asking to provide values. It runs extra of this is possible in Python. Clearly it is saying to the power of 5. It is asking you provide two values, return to the power of 5. So math dot p2 10 comma 3 10 to the power 3 return 1000. So in this way you can get help on functionality. So 1000 is the output. I said, right, generating graphs in Python is also very simple here. Do you see complex here? Not even word. Directory of math, math.t, math.square root, help on this, right. Even just with knowledge Python, how simple is understanding graphs. For generating graphs, we have one module for matplotlib. This is the module for generating graphs. Within this, we got pyplot functionality. Every time we need to say math. Here also, every time we need to use this. Instead of using this very name, I can use alias short name, right, as P or P. So I'm using P. So here we have got plot function to plot x and y coordinates. So to plot list of x coordinate values and y coordinate values. Think 1, 2, 3 are coordinate values, some random values, and these are x coordinates. Similar coordinates like 5 and 4, I'm taking some random values. Now that's it. Plot graph will be generated. This lines plotting x coordinate, y coordinates, plt.show. Run module. Graph is generated. Just 1 minute. So it is in this way. See this values 1, 5. For 2, it is showing 7. For 3, 4, right? You got blue color doesn't want doesn't want if I want some dotted style. Just to give comma at the last and give. Now you will get the dotted format. Color I doesn't want blue. I want some different color like green color. I want very simple statements. In many styles you can write to the graph. You can see in green color and that dotted format like brown. Even instead of plot, if you bar graph will be generated. If I give HAC, histogram will be generated. If I give pie graph, will be generated. If I give scatter, yes, scatter plot will be generated. This what simple functions for generating. One example for generating a pie graph. How simple generating a pie graph here, right? For example, I want to analyze how are the particular product sales, like mobiles sales of mobiles. So the name mobiles like Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus. You got some names of the mobiles. Just the sales are like Samsung, what else? Vivo, 15. Yes, Sonu Kumar, right? Yes, I'll just come back to your queries, right? Yes, once. Just 10 minutes. I'll come back to all your general queries. So apart from this, right, applications for network applications, for networking applications, not only modules, separate framework like Twisted Python. It's a framework given by Python for network applications or for network programming. And for web scraping, right? Scraping data or harvesting data or extracting data from different websites. We have got modules like URL lib, like BS4 beautiful soup modules Python has got for this web scraping data from Amazon, right? BS4 we have BS4 we say. Apart from this, only for computer, right? Even for electronics or civil environment, like even for embedded applications, right? Famous embedded application which uses Python for its computation, and also for CAD or 3D CAD applications, and for audio video applications. For audio and video applications, many applications are getting developed using Python. Yes, computer vision, yes, for detection, face detection, for object detection, right? And computer vision, and for data analysis, robotics, even robotics with Python, right? I got great with high packages above 40 lakhs. And desktop applications creations, right? Desktop applications, single user console applications, right? In this way, Python today mostly used in different varieties of applications creations. These are mostly used applications developed using Python. So just I'll take so means Which companies are who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? Top most applications, right? Top most applications built using Python. Yes, so the best Google is one of the best example of Python web application. The Google web crawling is first written in Java. It was too difficult. It was rewritten in Python. Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose Python is Python practicality and its hybrid features. Even NASA is using Python today for its research and development activities because of this multi-programming features of Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python and machine ML and other applications. If you heard about like Quora, Reddit, Pen, Dropbox, all are built in Python. And apart from this, Netflix, the popular OTT platform, for security automation and for subscription related things, right? MMOG, massively multiplayer online games, and Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script, and iRobot for military and commercial operations, Bitcoin, and for hardware testing, right? For hardware testing. Uh, Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they are using Python for hardware testing purpose. Yes. Yes. These are some of those examples applications built using Python, companies using. Check in Google also, right? Yes. Application developed using Python. Applications developed using Python, right? Yes. You can see Dropbox, game development, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Spotify, Reddit, and many more, right? CAD applications, Google development, web scraping, yes, Uber Tech, Spotify, YouTube, Pinterest, Reddit, all this, right? Yes. Yeah. And from the discussion what we had till now, right? Yes. Reasons Python super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Suddenly super popular. First thing is most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python. They are migrating towards Python because of its very less coding. Very less coding. Simple syntax is given by Python. It looks like normal English statements. Simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. Interactive mode given interactive mode. This kind of see we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement it gives response. This kind of interaction is not possible in other programming languages. So for example, at the bottom search panel, I'm typing CMD. Going to the command prompt, here I will type Python, say enter. Python is already available in my system. So can you see some 3 arrow symbol here where you can type any valid Python statements. You can type in and you can just interact, right? I'm asking Python, what is 3 plus 5? What is 23 into 42? Well, if x value, y is 5. I'm asking what is x value? Y value is x plus y. What is x minus? We find data types are there. We'll define x as 10, y as into y, x y, x into 2, 10, x to the power of 10 square, x equal to hello, x into 3 prints hello for 3 times, x into 5 prints hello for 5 times. Quit. Yes. So in this way, you can interact with Python, and it has got multi-programming features. Multi-programming features. And wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. Uh, just now I discussed all those, right? Yes. And the many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environments, right? So majorly these are the reasons which are you which makes Python suddenly super popular. You cannot see this kind of interaction. Very less coding, not even one-fourth coding. Simple syntaxes look like normal English statements, multi-programming features, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries like thousands of modules it has got, right? Yes. Yeah. So if we can check, if we open this Google, right? Just check within this Google, right? So if I say popular coding language today, like, so popular coding language stands number one ranked programming language. So Python stands number one programming language with diversified number of applications creations. You can see that results for this Python, right? Most popular programming languages used by top 25 unicorns. Most popular programming language, you can see Python stands first. Next comes Java. That means the most loved, uh, dreaded and wanted languages, right? Python. Next comes JavaScript and other programming. It is 2024 programming languages breakdown. Yes, Python, next is SQL, all this, the usage, right? Yes. Most in demand programming languages, top programming languages, Python stands first. And next other programming languages. Yes. So if you see top 10 programming languages, Python is the number one rank. Next comes the other programmings. Apart from this, Python remains the most popular. Yes. Even if you see this ranking wise, if you see the rank, language ranks. So, right. Python is the number one ranked. You can see this emerging programming languages by popularity. Python first, next comes Java and other programming languages. Language rank, Python number one. So this language rank, Python number one ranked. All right. If you see the graph, the usage of Python in the current industry, right? You can see a big graph here. Yes, which is mostly used Python mostly with 31%, Java 19%, C++ 9%, C 6%. Even if you see that ranking based on job openings, see ranking by salary, Python stands first in the number of ranking by average salary, ranking by volume of job openings, Python stands first. Even if you see the Python jobs, just click it Python. Lot of jobs for Python, lakhs of jobs for Python. Okay, can 1,88,458 Python means 88,458, right? Yes, not Python jobs. Even if you have knowledge on this Python framework, Django, full stack, right? You need to go with the Django job. Who has knowledge on this Django are very, very yes. 100 plus see the 29,532 Django Java vacancies in February. So what I'm going to discuss as part of this course from the basic level to the advanced level, starting with Python basics. What is Python? Python, applications of Python, features, advantages, and version of Python, installations, Python operations, modes of execution, interact mode, batch mode, editors and IDEs, data types, Python constants, Python variables, common input statements, escape sequences, strings in Python, strings indexes, string slicing, operators in Python, arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, and the integrated environment, right? Environment, not an algorithm like Jupyter, Spider, Ellipse, Anaconda, Navigator, right? Yes. Flow control statements, looping, string indexing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, right? Collections, labels, sets, dictionaries, Python lists, indexing, slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, list modifications, examples, operations, set operations, dictionaries, functions, modules in Python, modular programming, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts like class, object inheritance, polymorphism, regular expressions, how to extract required data from the given data, database connectivity, installation of one database, Python connecting with the database, Python data and time module, operating system module, advanced concepts like iterate generators, closures, decorators, graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to this data science, Pandas module in brief. Pandas module in brief, I'll be discussing by numerical Python in brief, matplotlib, plotting and visualizations, getting different types of plots. In this, not only this, many modules, some modules related to data science, some related to big data, some related to testing animations, operating systems, regular expressions, and how to create our own modules in Python, right? That will be discussed. And especially these three modules you can check as compared with other sites. They won't cover, but as compared to sites, we'll be discussing in brief about the pandas, NumPy, and matplotlib. If you have got knowledge only on these three modules, out of this, right? For example, you just check here. Just say NumPy, pandas, NumPy, and matplotlib jobs. You can see thousands of like 40,000, 315 pandas job vacancies. You go to this NumPy, right? 1,08,000 NumPy job vacancies. So these things I'm discussing, right, on the modules of Python, library Python, right? Apart from these, people who want to go for Python full stack development, right? So Django web framework, Django installation, Django project architecture, application, Django views, Django templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, and really 15 applications will be along with me. Practically you'll be developing, right? This course. So Django, right? And also UI technologies, right? HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript and MySQL, right? For the people who go Python first, right? So make it clear, right? Just observe this. Understand this. So Python core and Python nearly 60 to 70 hours I'll be spending. So around the duration will be around 2 months. The course fee, it is an per batch. Apart from this, other programming language. Python comparison with other programming language. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can just compare how simple the Python statements as compared with other programming. People from non-programming, zero programming, you can just check, right? How simple the Python statements. 100% you'll be understanding, right? What statement.